I am never going to a nail salon again, and here's why. I asked for this. I gave them this photo, and I asked if they could do this. The lady said, go wash your hands. I said, well, wait, can you do this? And she said, yes, go wash your hands. I said, okay, how much is it going to be? She's like, $63. I said, okay, I'm going to go wash my hands. So I went and washed my hands. After I'm done washing my hands, I sit down with a boy who is very young, maybe 18, and he wants to see the photo again. I show him the photo and he asked me to leave it up, so I leave it up. Okay, this is cool. Whatever, it looks like they can do it. It's pretty easy, right? Just some squiggle lines on there. I pick out the colors. He helps me pick them out. He says these are the perfect colors, they're the right colors, and then he starts to do my nails. As he's doing my nails, there's a few times where I had to pull my hand out because it hurt. And he said, do you want fake acrylic? And I said, no, I don't want fake acrylics. I would just like my regular old nails, please. I know they're a little shorter than the photo. I just like those colors. And he was like, okay, I'll do for you. Typically, when I get a design at a nail salon, they do the design on one nail and then show it to me first before they move on to the rest of my nails. This boy did not. He continued to go on both of my nails. And this is what I ended up with. Not too bad, but also not great. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of a 10. And I'm gonna give it a D for effort, but it's just not what I wanted. So I asked him very politely, after looking at them, is there any way that you can take the lines off of it and either just do them straight up and down or just not have them at all? And he dead ass looked at me and he said no. What he was thinking was, no bitch, I cannot do that. Instead, he just blinked at me and said, no, I cannot do that. And I just blinked back and said, why? Mind you, this is the very first time I've ever stuck up for myself during a service when I wasn't happy for the service. I typically don't say anything and I leave the salon and I usually just get this pent up rage inside and get angry at myself for wasting my money and not sticking up for myself. And I finally stuck up for myself. It was the first time I've ever stuck up for myself and said I didn't like it and I wanted him to read. And he said no. He said, I'm already finished and you are done. So what did I do? Absolutely nothing. I put a fake ass smile on my face and sat there and chewed on my cheek, trying not to totally scream and totally flip the fuck out because it was the one time that I stood up for myself during a service that I wasn't liking. And then he went and checked me out and I graciously gave him a great tip and said, thank you, sir. Merry Christmas.